AI agents are not one model that does all of these amazing things. It's a collection, a system of models. It's a system of AI large language models. Some of them are optimized for certain type of things. Retrieval, as I mentioned, performing skills, using a computer. You don't want to bundle all of that stuff up into one giant, mass of AI, but you break it up into small things that you could then deploy CI/CD over time. This is an example of Cisco's. Now the question is, how do you now deploy this? Because as I mentioned earlier, there are public clouds where NVIDIA's compute is. There are regional clouds, we call them NCPs. Here, for example, Mistral. You might have something that is private cloud because of your security requirements and your data privacy requirements. You might even decide that you have something on your desk. And so the question is, how do you run all of these? And sometimes they will run in different places because these are all microservices. These are AIs that could talk to each other. They could obviously talk to each other over networking. And so how do you deploy all of these microservices? Well, we now have a great system. I'm so happy to announce this for you. This is called our DGX Lepton. DGX Lepton, what you're looking at here, is a whole bunch of different clouds. Here's the Lambda cloud, the AWS cloud. Here's your own developer's machine. Your own system could be a DGX station, Nebius, Yoda, and Scale. It could be AWS, it could be GCP. NVIDIA's architecture is everywhere. And so you could decide where you would like to run your models. You deploy it using one super cloud, so it's a cloud of clouds. Once you get it to work, once you get this NIMS deployed into Lepton, it will go and be hosted and run on the various clouds that you decide. One model architecture, one deployment, and you can run it everywhere. You can even run it on this little tiny machine here. This DGX Spark. Is it a cafe time? Look at this. This lift is 2,000 horsepower. This is my favorite little machine. DGX Spark. The AI supercomputer, we built an AI supercomputer in 2016. It's called the DGX-1. It was the first version of everything that I've been talking about. 8 Volta GPUs connected with NVLink. It took us billions of dollars to build. And on the day we announced it, DGX-1, there were no customers, no interest, no applause, 100% confusion. Why would somebody build a computer like that? Does it run Windows? Nope. And so we built it anyways. Well, thankfully, a young company, a startup, a nonprofit startup in San Francisco was so delighted to see the computer. They said, "Could we have one?" And I thought, oh my gosh, we sold one. But then I discovered it was a nonprofit. But I put a DGX-1 in my car, and I drove it up to San Francisco, and the name of that company is OpenAI. I don't know what the life lesson is there. There are a lot of nonprofits, So next time, but maybe the lesson is this: if a developer reaches out to you and need a GPU, the answer is yes.